Cosmopolitan. Welcome back to the IPL 5 at Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. This is our wildcard qualifier semifinal number 2. Earlier, we saw Fnatic raid call take out Do Not Jump in a 3-0 in a best-of-5 series. Right now, we got a series, though, with Monomaniac Esport versus Dignitas. Dignitas is up 2-1. This is our first Game 4 that we've seen here at IPL 5. So what are you expecting here on Castle Crasher for Game 4?
You know, it's actually a map that I'm really fond of. You know, it's a very high-intensity map. A lot of attack rounds can be won here. But what I'm looking forward to seeing is the placement for defense on Dignitas, because we've been seeing a lot of players actually play the fence further up, which is more of that point position there, or that forward position, I should say, which kind of it's been creating a little bit of a ruckus for the attacker, because they have to think, oh man, there's going to be someone behind me as well. So I'm expecting something like that from Dignitas. At the same time, though, I did see MME do that. But let's go ahead and jump into the action now, as we're going to have Felon attacking here for Monomaniac Esports as leading off for this game number 4 in this matchup here. So let's go ahead and jump into the action right away without missing a single beat, hopefully.
So you know. Felon is attacking now. Garpy, Kawa, and Zacubus all very close to him here as he's zooming around in the first half of Castle Crasher.
We're waiting to hop into the game here, so any minute, guys.
Any moment. We'll see if Felon shoots somebody. There we go. Felon getting crossed up. Kawa actually landing a couple of shots there, and Garpy and Zacubus just hopping around, not able to land anything, but there's Garpy's third rocket hitting Felon square in the side. And so far, Dignitas up 1-0. They are defending first, which means if we do get to that defensive stalemate like we've been seeing, they would be the ones on map point over and over and over toward the end. So Kawa attacking in, maybe they don't even want to reach that sort of situation, that stalemate situation. Kawa could very easily grab an attacking round just to get started here. But he does lose a point of armor and gets stalled a little bit. We'll see where Monomaniac posts up now that they have a little bit of time waiting for Kawa to show up.
Yeah, I think at this point for MME, they just want to, play it safe, obviously. They don't want to have to do too many crazy things here. But Felon has hit Kawa, and Hot Mustard actually is going to be behind Kawa as well. Lots of pressure, and they're going to take him out there. Nice defensive round there for MME, holding it down. And let's see now, as I believe it's going to be Hot Mustard on the attack for MME. And, he has been the one to kind of open things up here for this team. Before that shootout happened, Hot Mustard actually was the one to get the attack round win, if I'm correct.
That's right.
And then that craziness started to happen. So let's see what happens here as Hot Mustard's first attack on Castle Crasher begins now.
All right, he's moving forward. You can see all of the Dignitas defenders are very far forward. I like the position they were taking, so they all have vision and they're all safe from the attacker. One armor left, and it's as easy as that. Apparently, Dignitas just pops out, and 1, 2, 3 shots. Down goes Hot Mustard. Blue wins the turn there. Garpy attacking in for Dignitas next. Let's see if he's going to be able to get past the stalwart defense of Monomaniac.
Yep, and Garpy here, obviously this team is very talented. We've been saying it time and time again, but it's just so true here. All the players, these two teams are very, very capable of, of course, going to the finals here and facing off against Fnatic. And wow, great shot there as Garpy ended up catching Hot Mustard from behind there. Rocket just whizzed by Garpy as Pop Trunk's trying to place some rockets on him, but he cannot seem to land a hit, as now it is going to be a 1v2. Felon and Pop Trunk last one's left alive here, but there is going to be a hit indeed. And nice stuff there by Garpy, making it 3-1. Indeed, a very good attack run for Garpy. Now Pop Trunk's going to attack. Let's see if he can replicate that. We've seen it so many times where, we'll see one team get the attack and then the team in the next one ends up getting it as well. So it could be a possibility here. But hey, it's Shootmania. That's Shootmania.
And that's Shootmania. Just a slew of rockets flying past Pop Trunk right now. You can see all 3 Dignitas defenders still posted up very close. Then they're in the first half of the map. This is Castle Crasher. Basically, it's divided into this open cage area out in front. And a little bit of grass and laser pad in the back. But man, this seems to be happening every time. Mono needs to figure something out quick against this very aggressive defensive positioning from Dignitas.
The one thing about this map is how it's a little bit flatter than the other ones.
True.
There's not much of an uphill battle that you have to overcome. So what ends up happening is that the defense pretty much gets that one hit, and then they all kind of just get together and then they just completely like raid the guy with rockets until he can't avoid it anymore because there's no real wave. They can just, you know, aim straight ahead. They don't have to worry about, you know, uphill advantage. But Zakibus is actually going to get taken out there right away. 2 shots by Felon, 1 by Pop Trunk, ending that one. 4-2 here. And let's see now as Felon's going to attack for MME. He might be able to do it and give them that attack round win, which is going to be so important for them, you know, in this matchup.
You know, in our qualifiers online, I believe Mono came back from an 0-2 deficit to win one of their matches against Less is More, I think
it was actually 0-4 or 0-5. It was a very high deficit.
No. I mean in the series score.
Oh, series score. Yeah, for sure.
So they're definitely comeback capable. And yeah, there was a map against Less is More where they were down 0-6 and came back to win. So definitely possible. If anyone can do it, it is going to be the Monomaniac guys. But Dignitas, you know, playing just such great defense here on Castle Crasher. I remember Kawa actually said in the first EU qualifier that we did that nobody would ever beat them on Castle Crasher. They did lose that map to Fnatic playing as Eclipsia back then, but you know they really do like this map. I can tell that they practice it a lot. They've developed, you know, this great defense on it for this competition, and it's been working out quite well so far.
Yeah, it really boils down to chemistry, Josh. You know, like that's the big thing here. Kawa does get pegged by Rocket from Pop Trunk, but it's about chemistry, and you could obviously tell that Dignitas has that because as soon as that first rocket lands, they're on that guy like white on rice. It's actually kind of crazy how, you know, savage they become in just making sure they're putting as many rockets as possible in the direction of the attacker and just putting him into a corner. So it's a very smart play. But Kawa's not going to have 1 armor left here, and Pop Trunk, though, doing a good job landing those.
Nice.
Turns around right away, tells Felon to sit down, but Pop Trunk landing that one, and that is going to be a good one for them. 5-3 in the count now. Let's see here, as I believe it's going to be Hot Mustard on the attack. Yes, it is. And of course, you know, only 1 attack round is what they need in order to stay in this game here, as we're about the halfway point at this time.
Yeah, Hot Mustard would love to put his team back on track here with a successful attacking round. We've got Kawa, Garpy, and Zakibus posting up as we've seen before. Very close to the attacking point. Aggressive. Hot Mustard, we'll see if he and his teammates have figured out a way to deal with this. I'm actually not sure that running through the middle would be my choice. I would probably try to work around the side and isolate a defender from the right side, but this is just not working out as Kawa lands 2 shots, Zakibus landing the 3rd. The score is 6-3. They're going to have very limited chances on the side after losing that round. They've got very few chances to get in a successful attacking round now.
Yeah, you know, it actually seems as if what Dignitas does is that they play so far up, right? That, and with the way that the map is laid out, while it is a very flat map, there's a lot of cover. And on top of that, there's a lot of fences as well, which they really take advantage of, as you can see, because they're intimidating their opponent, you know?
Nice
but
shot.
Garpy right away taking out Felon here. As you can see, MME kind of resorting to the usual tactics of playing back, but it's not playing in their favor here, as Garpy is going to find 1 more person. It's going to be Hot Mustard, and he lines up that shot so easy with the 14-meter shot, taking out the last target there. That was going to be Hot Mustard. Now the score is 7-3. And Pop Trunk really needs to step it up here and at least put 1 on the board to give his team a fighting chance in this game.
Yep, things are looking scary now for Monomaniac. Garpy, just a dominating performance just now with those 3 lasers. Pop Trunk, can he repeat that kind of performance and keep, you know, his team alive in this semifinal? I do want to reiterate the wildcard qualifier. Only first place gets prizes of any kind. This is a lot on the line happening. Dignitas really wants to get into the finals to face Fnatic, the other team that came all the way out from Europe. But Pop Trunk getting shut down so fast, and suddenly it's game point in favor of Dignitas.
Yep, and Zakibus very capable of ending it here. You know, they have been you know, playing really well thus far, you know, in this series on the attack side. You can't discredit them there, but the one thing, though, Zach has been the one that's been struggling a little bit, in my personal opinion. You know, but hey, he could just shut me up here, and perhaps he will. But MME is not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure, as we have 30 seconds here before that goal becomes live, so plenty of time for Zach to work with.
All right, he's looking for the best plan of attack here. All 3 defenders still standing. He knows that there's probably a defender on the laser pad, as there actually is. Hot Mustard over at the point does get taken out, but he's down in armor. Felon and Pop Trunk trying to shut down Zacubus so that he does not just win the game and the series right here. The laser sound goes off and the rockets come out. That's how this happens until the goal is open to capture. We'll see if Zacubus is going to be able to hop on it and try and do a dance. He's got 2 armor left against just one defender. This could be the end of the series. It's all down to Felon and his rockets. Can he stop Zacubus? Yes, he does. So he keeps it alive for at least one more round. They have this last opportunity to attack in. Monomaniac on the verge of elimination. All rests on the shoulders of Felon. He is their leadoff attacker. He's the one they trust the most with his laser. They knew that, you know, in extended rounds and things like that, he would be the one, you know, attacking the most frequently. And so far, he's already down to 1 armor. This could be a quick elimination.
Oh, no.
We'll see as Dignitas, yes, they're going to rush him down. The score is 9-4, and Dignitas moves into the finals of our wildcard qualifier. The series score is 3-1, and Monomaniac has been eliminated. Great games there in that series. Gets me really excited for this finals coming up soon.
This is going to be a really good one. We're going to have the Fnatic squad, 2nd place at ESWC, very talented team, going up against Dignitas, who's looking in top form. But you know what, guys? If you're out there in the audience, just do me a favor. Give a round of applause for Monomaniac, because they definitely played a great series overall in this matchup, and they have nothing to be ashamed of in this matchup. But we are going to have the finals coming up next. And Josh, are you excited for the finals?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Let me know if you're excited out in the crowd for the finals. Fnatic versus Dignitas. Coming up, let's give a cheer for our 2 finalists and for all the competitors that entered in the wildcard qualifier. We had D&J, we had Godlike, we had the Fragdolls participated, we had Root Gaming. For, you know, like,
for Christ's sake, like Root Gaming,
insane.
They came from StarCraft all the way over here and decided to play.
They walked all the way from the Chelsea ballroom.
Oh, that was a long walk, too.
That was at least 20 meters. So, so Dignitas stopped them at the door, though, and said, you know, this is the Shootmania room, you know. So, but yeah, we've got the finals coming up on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a great one between Fnatic and Dignitas.